can talk as much as you want.
Okay.
Nobody else is lined up here to get an interview, right? I was hoping to get a few before it started as a lead-in to what's going to happen here. I always like to get people to tell, not me tell, people that are here tell. Ready? Welcome, everybody. I am Bob Calvert, founder and host of TalkingWithHeroes.com. Thank you for your service.us. Behind the camera is my son-in-law, Keith Knights, two-time deployed Iraq veteran. Appreciate Keith helping me today and traveling together. And so we're here in Denver. I know most of you know that a couple weeks ago we were at the My Warrior's Place with Gold Star Mom Kelly Kowal at the Veterans Retreat Center in Florida. But we're here in Denver now, and one of the 9 organizations that was the founding member of the R4Alliance.org is Project Sanctuary, projectsanctuary.us. And today they're having their 2016 gala. And for our first program today, I have a father and a daughter team. And Sara, Turnley, if you could introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Sara. I'm a volunteer with Project Sanctuary. I'm on the media team, so I've been doing all the social media posts and just getting everyone aware about the gala.
I'm Andrew Turnley. I'm a retired Navy officer. I served for 28 years, and I'm here supporting Project Sanctuary because I did my turn, and I had a lot of veterans supporting us when we were out on the front lines, and now it's our turn to support those that are continuing to be on the front lines.
I'm very privileged and honored to talk to many veterans like you that are absolutely doing that. A lot of Vietnam veterans are out there leading the way right now, and veterans like yourself. Sara, talk about what it's like being a volunteer. You actually told me you've been on some of the retreats, right? Talk a little bit about that.
The retreat was a very eye-opening experience. It was something that words can't describe. You kind of have to be there to experience it. And just getting the opportunity to be able to be a volunteer and help those military families was something I can never pay back. It was amazing.
Okay. Talk about what's going to happen here in a little while.
So tonight we have basically a night full of entertainment. There's live music. We have silent and live auctions. And all the proceeds go toward Project Sanctuary. Behind us you can see is the dining room. So later tonight, everyone will be seated back here. There will be interviews, testimonials, and just a night full of everything.
And we'll be able to get that on film?
Of course.
Great. Andrew, talk a little bit about your service. You said some interesting things about being on destroyers and talk a little bit about that.
I was on destroyers. I was actually in the Navy Reserve Force, so we were part of the reserve component. We were designed during the Cold War to be the second forces to go overseas. What was very, very interesting was I spent a lot of time working with reserve families, and many military reservists do not actually feel like they're part of the military family. They feel like it's a part-time commitment. So when we got involved in Iraq and Afghanistan, I saw a need to develop a program to support those families and make sure the wives and the children understood what it was their husband or father, spouse might be doing. And we developed a program that later became part of a Department of Defense program called the Yellow Ribbon Reintegration Program. And again, it was geared to educate the military families for what they might endure during their family members' deployment. Well, fast forward a few years, and Project Sanctuary, I became aware of it. They basically took our ideas and concepts, but they've taken them to the next level. And what they do and the way they help the families reconnect and deal with some of the traumas that the families suffer while this service members overseas is phenomenal. And so when I saw an opportunity that I could get involved, I couldn't resist. In fact, in June of this year, I'll be volunteering at one of the summer camps, and I'm looking for summer retreats, I should say. I'm really looking forward to it because, in the military, I was in charge, and I'm actually hoping to be a mess cook at the camp coming up. I hope to be cleaning plates and doing all the behind stuff because I think that's important so the family can focus on what they need to focus on.
So Keith and my daughter Adrian, of course, and two of the children, they were on one of these retreats. Talk a little bit about what happens at these retreats.
So each retreat's a little different. It depends on where the family goes on retreat. There's a couple locations, and I know Project Sanctuary just got an agreement with The Biggest Loser. So now they're doing retreats up in New York. They have retreats down in Texas, and they have 2 locations in Colorado, one at Winding River and one at the YMCA Snow Mountain Ranch. So I know I went to one at the Winding River, and the families, they get to do outdoor activities with each other. They have, obviously, mealtime together. There's pictures provided. They go on horseback riding. There's art classes. The kids have their own kid program, or the youth program, I should say. And parents get to do their healthy marriage classes and a bunch of different classes that just kind of help them reintegrate back into society and reintegrate back into being a family, which is awesome.
And these are usually, 6-7 day retreats?
They're all about six-day retreats. Most of them are family. And I know the first one for this summer, I think is the second week of June, or the third week of June. It's going to be a couples retreat. So I know a lot of the retreats are just for couples, and it's a great way for military couples to go back and just get back into that marriage that they knew before deployment.
That's great. Now your wife, she's here too, because it's a family affair kind of thing, right?
She is. She was part of the auction committee. She was out getting donations, and many of the items are being bid on right now. In addition to that, she'll be with me on the retreat in a couple of weeks. I think she'll probably get the better position than I will. Again, I hope to be cleaning plates and doing some of the dirty work, and I hope she gets to do some of the stuff like maybe driving people around, things of that nature. But she's a volunteer. We're all fully committed. We have lived the military life for 28 years. Sara moved on average every 16 months during her lifetime. She said goodbye to a lot of friends. She said hello to a lot of friends. And she just has one of the biggest hearts in the world and just wants to continue to give back. And as a military officer, she has inspired me to give back even more than I was kind of planning to do in my third life. And it's the kind of thing that Project Sanctuary does. It just drives people to want to help even more.
Absolutely. So for military families, veterans families listening right now, what would they do to see if they can be on one of these retreats? Go to the website, or?
Obviously, go to the website. That's your best form of resource. And then obviously contact Heather or Missy. She's in charge of a lot of the retreats. But there's a couple other people who are in charge that you can obviously reach out to. But all the information that you need is on Project Sanctuary's website.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. One of the things I like doing before I close the segment is give you an opportunity to give a shout-out to our men and women who are serving right now. And as you know, we have a lot of people potentially in harm's way, too. So would you like to give a shout-out, both of you?
Sure. Thank you for all you're doing for our country. Words don't express how thankful we are.
And this shout-out would go to the American people. Please don't forget that although this has been one of the longest wars in America's history, the people still need support. They're still out there fighting for your freedom, and please don't forget that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sara and Andrew Turnley, thank you, father and daughter. Thank you very much. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service as a family member. Well, folks, you've been watching here the first episode at the www.projectsanctuary.us 2016 Gala, and we'll be back with more from the projectsanctuary.us Gala.